Hey everyone, have you ever seen someone in their 70s or 80s who's still got it? Active, sharp, full of zest for life? Makes you wonder what their secret is. Or maybe you've noticed other folks struggling with fatigue, sickness, or just a spark that's fading, and you think, what's the difference maker? Well, the truth is, age doesn't have to stop you from being strong, vibrant, and happy. There's a way to not just extend your lifespan, but improve your quality of life, so you're healthier, happier, and full of get up and go, no matter how old you get. Harvard research suggests that adopting 5 easy but impactful habits can add over a decade to your life, while drastically reducing your odds of getting things like heart trouble or diabetes. In this video, we're breaking down these 5 key habits that can turn aging into the best phase of your existence. From simple changes you can make today to surprising secrets even doctors find amazing, you'll find out how to flourish with strength and joy, whatever your age. So, stick around until the end, because habit number 5 is a real game changer. You won't see it coming, and it could be the key to unlocking a sense of vitality you never imagined possible. Let's jump in and kick off this journey together. Before we get started, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. It really helps me keep spreading the word on aging well. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you do that and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any videos. If you're enjoying this so far, please comment number 1. If not, comment number 0, so I know how to make better videos for you. Now let's get rolling. Number 1. Walk regularly. Walking might sound too simple, but it holds massive potential for how you live. If you're already taking walks as part of your daily routine, I'm going to give you a round of applause. Congratulations! You're doing something truly remarkable, not just for your physical shape, but also for your state of mind, your inner spirit, and the years to come. Each step you take is a small act of self-care, a gift to your body as it moves, stretches, and builds strength. But it's also a gift to your spirit, a reminder that you're alive, that you're still breathing, that your heart is still beating with a purpose, and that the world is overflowing with small joys just waiting for you to notice them. If walking isn't a regular thing for you, that's totally okay. Don't let it get you down. Today can be the start of something beautiful. You don't have to leap into an intense routine or conquer miles right away. Start small, with just a few easy steps. Walking is wonderfully accessible. It doesn't require athletic ability, fancy equipment, or a gym pass. It's an invitation that's open to everyone, no matter your age, fitness, or background. All it asks is that you step outside, inhale deeply, feel the earth under your feet, and let your body move smoothly. Let your heart be your guide as you go. The advantages of walking ripple out beyond what you might expect, touching every part of you in ways science is still trying to understand. With each stride, your heart pumps a little harder, sending life-giving blood surging through your veins, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body. It's a symphony of life force. Each step is like a heartbeat, each heartbeat a promise of staying strong. Research from Harvard Medical School highlights this. Regular walking can reduce your risk of heart problems by as much as 40%. That's not just a number, it's a safety net, a chance to keep your heart in good shape, prevent sickness, and feel better overall. When you walk, your body releases endorphins, those natural happy hormones that wash away stress, worry, and the gloom. Think back to a time when a walk made you feel lighter, your breathing deeper, and your mind clearer. That's walking working its quiet magic, resetting your spirit amidst life's chaos. On days when the world feels too loud, when exhaustion sets in, or when you just need a moment to reconnect with yourself, lace up your shoes and get going. Let your feet carry away your troubles. You don't need a fancy destination, just start where you are. Take a loop around your neighborhood, a sunrise stroll through a local park, or a quiet trail you've driven by hundreds of times without exploring. Let your feet wander. Let your eyes take in the details. The way the light dances through the trees, the chatter of the birds, the rhythm of your breathing. If you can, put your phone away. Don't let screens steal this moment from you. Be present and aware. Feel the air filling your lungs. Hear the world humming around you, and feel the rhythm of your step. Let yourself be swept up in the mental and physical boost that walking offers. Whether it's 5 minutes around the block or a half-hour ramble, every second of movement counts. You deserve a life filled with energy, rich with happiness, and grounded in well-being. And it all starts with that first step. Today, if you're still watching this video and finding this helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're still with me. Transition to nutrition, making it flow better. Now, let's move on to number 2, and this one's crucial. It's what you put in your body. You know how some days you feel like you could conquer the world, and other days you feel like all the snacks are hiding in the fridge again? But whether we like it or not, food is the fuel that powers your entire being. It's the difference between cruising through life like a finely tuned sports car or rattling along like an old rusty pickup that groans at every turn. A balanced diet isn't just about tacking extra years onto your calendar. It's about filling those years with energy, clarity, and joy, so you can revel in your golden decades at the peak of your abilities. Think about this, reaching 80 and still knocking things off your bucket list. So how do we get there? It's about becoming friends with real whole foods. The ones that don't arrive with an ingredient list longer than a drugstore receipt or a barcode that whispers, "Factory made." Envision your plate as a canvas, painted with nature's best. Plump, juicy fruits that burst with flavor. Tart apples, sweet berries, or a sun-ripened peach. Crisp veggies that crunch with every bite, from emerald spinach to ruby beets. Hearty whole grains like quinoa or brown rice. These are the real power players. Now cast your eyes on the other side. Processed foods, those sneaky frenemies lurking in bright packages and drive-through bags. They're loaded to the brim with sugar that hooks you, salt that swells you, and unhealthy fats that clog you. Piling on pounds faster than a 5G connection, streams of viral video. Overindulging in these is like swinging wide your front door for trouble, welcoming diabetes, hypertension, and chronic inflammation with a warm handshake, a cozy armchair, and a steady supply of sodas. However, by embracing those real whole foods, that Harvard study showed you can lower your chances of Alzheimer's by up to 35%. That's not just a number. That's a lifeline to holding on to the names of your grandkids, not just the specials at your go-to bakery. Stock your pantry with brain-boosting champions. Leafy greens like kale and Swiss chard, packed with vitamins to keep neurons firing. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, brimming with antioxidants to fend off decay. Nuts like walnuts and almonds, offering a satisfying crunch and healthy fats. And fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, rich in omega-3s. If you're a water-drinking skeptic or have resigned yourself to philosophical musings on life's mysteries, spare yourself that fate by piling your plate with fiber-rich treasures. Vibrant veggies like broccoli and carrots, nutty oats that warm your mornings, earthy beans that hearty up your soups, and whole fruits. Apples with their skin, oranges with their pith, bursting with goodness. A happy gut doesn't just mean easier days downstairs. It's a quiet conductor of your mood and energy, lifting your spirits and keeping you steady from dawn to dusk. Let's raise a glass of water. Avoid those sugary, overly acidic liquids, or even just plain water, and brew up some herbal tea with chamomile, peppermint, or hibiscus. It can detox your system while delivering a soothing dose of antioxidants, turning hydration into a daily delight. So, How do you incorporate all this healthy eating into your life without feeling like you're mourning every lost treat? The trick lies in planning, like a captain charting a course through stormy seas. When you know what's on your menu, you're less likely to be tempted by unhealthy options. Second, reclaim your kitchen as your domain. Let's be honest, no faceless fast food cook flipping burgers in a haze of grease knows your belly like you do. Why entrust your health to someone who wouldn't recognize you in a lineup? Cooking at home hands you the reins. With fresh ingredients you handpick. No mystery chemicals lurking in the mix, and flavors tuned to your palate. And here's the twist. It's not a chore, it's a playground. Picture yourself experimenting with a splash of cumin, simmering a pot of vegetable broth, or turning a tired salad into a vibrant masterpiece. Don't force yourself to transform overnight. Start small. Swap the white bread for a whole grain slice, or swap the candy jar for a mix of nuts and dried figs. These tiny pivots gather momentum like a snowball rolling downhill, building into habits that feel as natural as breathing. Not a burden to bear, but a rhythm to live by. You're not just eating to get through the day. You're eating to thrive, to glow from within. A balanced diet keeps you youthful, skin supple, eyes bright, and muscles ready. It fuels your strength to match those grandkids as they zip around like tiny tornadoes. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Transition to mental acuity. All right, let's transition. What's next? It's time for number 3. I hope you've got that brain working because it's continue being mentally active. Did you know that nurturing your mental sharpness is just as vital as keeping your body in good shape? Just like your muscles need regular workouts, your brain thrives on stimulation. By investing the time, you're building a foundation for a future filled with purpose and resilience. Engaging your brain doesn't just make your days more interesting. It's a proven way to safeguard your cognitive health, protecting against the gradual decline that can come with age. Let me share a story about Richard, a 76-year-old retiree from a quiet little town in Oregon. Richard spent decades as a school teacher surrounded by books, ideas, and eager young minds. He thrived on the energy of learning and sharing knowledge, but after retiring, he found himself drifting aimlessly. His days were filled with TV, daytime naps, and small chores, but that mental spark he once had started to flicker. Then one day, while visiting his old school, he wandered into a classroom where students gathered around a chessboard, their faces alive with enthusiasm as they debated a book they'd all read. Their laughter, their animated gestures, the spark in their eyes. It hit him like a revelation. What he'd been missing wasn't youth or physical strength, but the mental spark that had once defined his days. He realized he'd let his mind grow idle, and it was time to change that. That very day, Richard made a bold choice. He would learn to play the piano. At nearly 80, the idea of picking up an instrument felt intimidating. He hadn't touched a musical instrument since grade school, but he was determined. He found a patient tutor who guided him through the basics, and soon Richard was fumbling through simple melodies. It wasn't easy. His fingers ached, his memory faltered, and there were moments he felt like giving up. But he kept practicing. Slowly but surely the notes began to flow, the melodies started to make sense, and Richard discovered a hidden passion for music. He loved the feeling of his fingers dancing across the keys, bringing to life songs he hadn't heard in years. But the real magic was how alive he felt. The piano didn't just sharpen his brain, it rekindled his spirit. Soon, he joined a local music club where he played for friends and neighbors, turning quiet weekends into celebrations of music and connection. What began as a personal challenge became a gateway to a richer, more fulfilling life. So how can you keep your brain buzzing with energy every day? The beauty is that you don't need to master a piano or overhaul your entire routine. Here's the secret sauce: small, consistent habits that you can easily incorporate into your day. Make reading a daily ritual. Even just 20 minutes a day can make a world of difference. Start with shorter pieces. Newspapers, magazines, or even thought-provoking blog posts can do the trick. The key isn't the volume of what you read, but the quality. Choose material that stretches your thinking, sparks curiosity, or makes you see things in a new light. Every page you turn is a workout for your brain, keeping it nimble and engaged. Beyond reading, games that test your mental agility, like chess, Sudoku, crossword puzzles, or logic riddles, are fantastic tools for keeping your mind in tip-top shape. Studies show that these sorts of activities can sharpen your memory, improve your problem-solving skills, and even boost your creativity. Plus, they're a blast. Challenge yourself to learn something new. Expand your mental horizons by taking a class, watching a documentary, or exploring a subject that's always piqued your interest. Maybe it's a language, working with a Spanish-speaking neighbor, or maybe it's a hands-on skill, like cooking a gourmet dish, painting a landscape, or knitting a scarf. Trying something unfamiliar forces your brain to stretch and adapt, forging new neural pathways that keep it youthful and resilient. Studies show that lifelong learners, people who embrace new challenges, tend to maintain better cognitive function as they age. Don't underestimate the power of social connection either. Engaging in deep, meaningful conversations with friends, family, or community members can spark new ideas, challenge your assumptions, and keep your mind sharp. Talk about current events, share personal stories, or debate a philosophical topic. Anything that gets your brain firing on all cylinders. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can also be incredibly beneficial for your mental acuity. These practices aren't just about relaxation. They sharpen your focus, reduce mental clutter, and enhance your ability to retain information. Spending just 5 or 10 minutes a day breathing deeply, tuning into the moment, or letting go of stress can rewire your brain for clarity and calm. Over time, you'll notice improved concentration and a greater sense of mental control. The best part? You don't need to reinvent your routine to start. Small actions add up. Read a single page of a book, solve one crossword puzzle clue, or strike up a conversation with a neighbor. The key is to make mental stimulation a non-negotiable part of your day. Keeping your mind sharp is a lifelong endeavor, and it's one that pays off in countless ways. As the saying goes, you're never too old to learn. Continue to foster a youthful spirit, no matter how many candles are on their cake. A healthy mind unlocks doors to new adventures, deepens your connections, and ensures you can savor every moment of the life you've built. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Transition into strength training. Let's transition into the next habit. Now we arrive at number 4, and it's something that can really make a positive difference to your quality of life. Continue maintaining and building strength. This is very important because the truth is, it's one of the most effective ways to combat the effects of aging and keep living life on your terms. Strength training goes way beyond building muscle. It's a powerhouse for improving mobility, enhancing balance, boosting bone health, and ensuring you can keep doing the things you love for years to come. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass in a process called sarcopenia. It's why lifting a bag of groceries or climbing a flight of stairs can start to feel harder over time. So, how do we beat this? Well, meet Margaret. Margaret was a vibrant woman in her late 70s who'd always been active and independent. However, as she aged, she noticed her muscles weakening. Simple tasks that once came easily, like gardening or walking to the store, now felt like a chore. She worried she'd have to give up the little joys that kept her going. Then a friend convinced her to try a senior fitness class that included light strength exercises. Skeptical but willing, Margaret gave it a shot. She started with simple moves, lifting small hand weights, doing seated leg lifts, holding onto a chair for support as she practiced squats. At first, it felt awkward, and her muscles ached a bit, but within a month she was stunned by the difference. She felt stronger, more energetic, and more confident in her movements. The senior fitness class became her sanctuary, a place where she could challenge herself, connect with others, and celebrate her ability to thrive at any age. Strength training not only increased her muscle mass, but also boosted her bone density, improving her balance and coordination. It wasn't just about physical strength. It was about reclaiming her independence and rediscovering her zest for life. One of the main benefits to strength-maintaining exercises, think light dumbbell lifts, bodyweight squats, or even wall push-ups, stimulate bone growth, making them stronger and more resilient. Stronger bones mean fewer worries about falls, turning into serious injuries, and better stability for all your daily movements. Then there's balance and coordination, which naturally wane over time, making falls a bigger concern. Strength training targets your core, legs, and glutes, the muscles that keep you steady and in control. When these areas are strong, your balance improves, reducing your risk of tripping and falling. It's a wonderful experience with the added pride of knowing you're still in charge of your life. Every rep you do is a step toward staying active, engaged, and unstoppable. However, getting started with strength exercises doesn't require fancy equipment. You don't need a fancy gym or heavy barbells to get started. Some of the best exercises happen right at home with minimal equipment. Try a bodyweight squat to strengthen your legs and glutes, which makes walking and standing smoother. If balance is a concern, hold onto a chair or counter for support as you lower and rise. For your arms, grab a pair of light dumbbells, or if you're new to this or haven't exercised in a while, don't let that stop you. Start slow and gentle. Focus on form over force. Maybe it's 5 squats a day, or lifting those water bottles 10 times. Progress at your own pace, listening to your body as you go. The goal isn't to push yourself to exhaustion. It's to build strength steadily and safely. If you've got health concerns like arthritis or a heart condition, check with your doctor first. They'll guide you on what's best for you. The key is to find something you enjoy, something that fits into your daily routine. Whether it's a few minutes of strength exercises in the morning or a longer workout at the gym, make it a habit. You'll be amazed at how quickly you start to see and feel the results. If you're watching this video and feel inspired by this, drop a 3 in the comments below. Let me know you're ready to embrace strength, health, and thriving in your golden years. Thanks for being here. Your journey to a stronger life starts now. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating. Now for our final element. To make the biggest change in your life, remember number 5. Stay social. Now, many people don't understand, but the most dangerous thing that could affect you as they age poses a significant threat to mental, emotional, and even physical health. Research has shown that prolonged social isolation can wreak havoc on the body in ways comparable to serious chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, or a decades-long smoking habit. This isolation doesn't just dim one's spirit. It actively undermines resilience, heightening the risk of depression, anxiety, and chronic stress while eroding overall vitality. This is precisely why cultivating and preserving relationships is so essential for healthy aging. We can see this in Margaret, an 82-year-old widow who found herself living alone after her husband's passing. In the wake of his death, her world gradually shrank. The lively daily exchanges, the shared routines, and the comforting presence of companionship faded into memory, leaving her enveloped in solitude. For years, she drifted further into isolation, her days blending into a quiet monotony. But one crisp afternoon, as she sat in her familiar rocking chair on the front porch, she caught the sound of cheerful laughter wafting from down the street. It was a group of women chatting and joking together as they walked by. Intrigued, Margaret inquired about the source of their joy and discovered they were heading to a local book club where lively discussions reignited her love for stories. She started volunteering at a community center, finding purpose in helping others, and to her surprise, she even took up dancing with a group of newfound friends who welcomed her with open arms. The loneliness that once weighed her down lifted, replaced by a renewed sense of energy and vitality she hadn't felt in years. Margaret's experience is a vivid testament to the transformative power of social connection. When you engage in frequent and meaningful interactions with others, you are doing more than making friends. Gathering down for heartfelt chat over a steaming cup of coffee does far more than create warm memories. It keeps your mind active and alert, staving off cognitive decline and sharpening your mental faculties. Even the simplest exchanges, when infused with genuine connection, can instill a sense of purpose, banish feelings of loneliness, and foster a brighter, more optimistic perspective on life. The benefits of staying socially engaged extend beyond the mind to profoundly influence physical health. Scientific studies have linked social isolation to chronic inflammation and increased vulnerability to chronic illnesses like hypertension or cardiovascular disease. In contrast, nurtured relationships nourish the spirit, keeping you emotionally fulfilled, mentally agile, and physically healthier well into the future. Social connection isn't limited to in-person encounters, though those are invaluable. In today's world, even small intentional acts, like picking up the phone to call a childhood friend, penning a thoughtful letter to a distant relative, or joining an online forum focused on your passions, can make a difference. So, take a moment to pause and reflect. When was the last time you reached out to someone you care about just to hear their voice? Do you regularly participate in activities, be it a book discussion group, a crafting circle, or a walking club that spark joy and connection? Life isn't solely defined by the chapters you've already written. It's equally about the experiences you continue to weave into your story each day. By engaging with the people around you, you enrich your existence while simultaneously uplifting others. When your relationships are strong, you contribute not only to your own well-being, but also contributing to a collective sense of community and care. Social ties, when cherished and sustained, become a powerful elixir for a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. What an incredible journey we've taken today. From the power of a simple walk to the strength of social ties, we've uncovered 5 golden habits that can transform aging into a vibrant, joyful chapter of life. So, what have you learned so far? Maybe it's how walking can heal your body and soul, bringing you content to live your best life every day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.